Hello, everyone. My name is Caitlin Ruby Miller, and I'm a neurodiversity affirming therapist practicing therapy in Wisconsin and Illinois and groups worldwide. So, I wanted to come on today to talk about burnout. I work with a lot of clients who identify with being burnt out in any stage of burnout, beginning, middle, end. And this is sort of where I like to begin. So, burnout to me, the way I basically conceptualize it is as an energy management problem. So the amount of energy that is coming into your life does not equal the amount of energy you are putting out. So essentially, at the end of each day, if you were a battery, you'd be at 1%. So one of the really hard things about working with burnout is that usually one of the first steps is to take away some of the things you're trying to do. And I know that can sound really hard because you probably already feel like you're not doing nearly as much as you'd like to, or you're a shell of yourself, or you've lost parts of yourself, or you're depressed, or maybe people are mad at you, or your boss is upset with you because you're not doing your work, or you feel like you're failing people. So just to be clear, I totally understand how hard it can be to sort of start to cut things back. But that's one of the most important first steps, because one of the things that's really important to do in burnout is to free up some energy so we can have the energy to think clearly enough to make changes that you want to make. And so, for example, a common thing that will come up is people will say, I just want to do more. I just want to figure out how to do more and more and more, as though that's the only answer. And unfortunately, usually the first step is cutting back. Then we can analyze where are you putting your energy? What are your priorities? What parts of your day are costing you the most energy? So, for example, not every minute is created equal. So, you could spend 1 minute of time doing something you hate and it feels like an hour worth of time of something that you love. And so sometimes I'll work with clients on tracking that. So, what are you doing that is draining you the most? Then I'll start to work with clients once they have recovered some energy and some time, is I'll work with them on adding things back in. So adding in things that help you feel whole again, that help you feel like you're finding yourself again. Maybe you start to return to work and do a better job at work, or maybe you feel more present with your kids or present with your partner, or maybe you're engaging in your creative practice more. So burnout is a long and windy road, and it takes some experimentation and it takes some playfulness. It takes the ability to hold that you might be wrong about what's going to help you. And the idea is, in between each session, we're experimenting. So we're going to try a thing, and if it doesn't work, that actually means we learned something and we're growing. If we try a thing and it does work, that's awesome. We learned something and we're growing too. And so essentially, to lower the bar on how heavy it feels to fail at trying to improve your sense of burnout. And so with all of that said, another way that I conceptualize burnout is that there's a mind component and there is a body component. So we have cognitive burnout, like being very tired intellectually, feeling like our minds aren't what they once were, having a hard time focusing, having a hard time prioritizing any energy. But also, burnout can be physical. So sometimes people can have like a vitamin D deficiency, a vitamin B deficiency. They can be out of shape, they can be tired, they can have chronic illness. A lot of chronic illness will cross over with burnout. And so another aspect of managing burnout that I'll work with clients is to figure out, okay, so what is happening in your body that's contributing to this, and how can we help manage your physical health to gain more energy so you can help build your life back to what you once wanted it to be, or maybe it's never been that way and you're hoping for it to improve. So with all of that said, burnout is a complicated thing to contend with, and I am patient on people's journeys to try to figure out how to manage it, and it really looks differently for everyone. But I hope that in hearing this video, maybe you can take away a couple things about how you're viewing your life and hopefully be more compassionate and understanding towards yourself, and hopefully find at least your path to feeling a little bit better. So if you're interested in working with me, you're welcome to reach out to me on any social media. I'm on Femchantment, any of my directories, my website, and I do free 20-minute consultations to see if working together might be a good fit. Thank you so much and be well. Wishing you the best.